Welcome back, America. You know, this issue of gerrymandering, Professor, it's really not that big of an issue, is it? I mean, it is an issue depending on which side of it you're on the high side or the low side, but it's a constitutional matter. I mean, other than really checking it to see if it violates the Voting Rights Act, and most of it doesn't anymore. And the Supreme Court's going to look at that too, and I bet they kick it out. They're probably going to say, okay, that's enough of this already. I'm just asking you, there's no real constitutional issue here, is there? If the Republicans want 5 more seats in Texas, or Florida decides we want 2 more, and the guy in California says we're going to change our Constitution and add 2 more and so forth, isn't that really what the framers wanted?
Well, it is perfectly constitutional, in my view, for Texas to do what it's doing. A lot of the objections that are made are policy objections. You know, they can change their districts at this time. They don't have to wait every 10 years. They just had a question raised about their districts last year, so this makes sense to address it as well. So Texas can do what it's planning to do, and I don't think there's a constitutional challenge short of some type of voting rights challenge that you mentioned. But what's really striking here is how badly played this is for the Democrats. Of all of the places for these fugitive legislators to go, Illinois should have been the last on the list. It is the most gerrymandered state in the union. And most of us were just dumbfounded that they would go to Illinois, which is my home state. And Illinois, New York, California, those are all heavily gerrymandered. Republicans vote in a much higher percentage than the seats that they receive, and that's part of the problem for the Democrats. You know, when you start or you're pledged to have an all-out war, you probably need to look at what your assets are. The problem is that the Democratic blue states are already heavily gerrymandered. So you have the Massachusetts governor saying, "I'm going to retaliate," and most of us are saying, how? You don't have any Republicans left in your congregation. You and your delegation, you'd have to go to another state and gerrymander that state because you're done. So it's sort of funny, but they really are starting a fight here that I don't think they're looking past the first round, because there are a lot of red states that are largely untapped. And yes, the Republicans could produce a lot more districts.
And you know, there was an admitted error by the Census Bureau in the last time around that cost the Republicans several seats, some kind of a mathematical error, where they were supposed to take one from Rhode Island, and they gave one to Colorado that wasn't supposed to have one.
Right.
Florida should have had 2 more. Texas should have had 1. So even there. So when you look at this, Donald Trump really won a bigger electoral college victory than is reported. And on top of that, you know, Professor Victor Davis Hanson makes the point, and after the next census, with all this depopulation of the blue states and increasing population of the red states, you're going to have more potential congressional districts, you know, putting aside the illegal aliens for now. You're going to have that, plus the Electoral College is going to lean even heavier for the Republicans. Isn't that true? And what are the Democrats going to do then?
I think that's part of the problem here, is that they're running out of options. And, you know, there was an error in the last census. It did cost Republican seats. And this fight that they are really escalating is unlikely to work out the way they plan. I mean, even Governor Newsom, who said, "This is your last warning, I'll redistrict," California has to work towards a near zero. I mean, they're already gerrymandered, and it'll cost them over $200 million to do that.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing he doesn't care about the money. He never does. He's run that state into the dirt, and he wants to be president on top of it. Jonathan Turley, I want to thank you, my friend. Always good information. We appreciate you.
Much appreciated. Thanks.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing he doesn't care about the money. He never does. He's run that state into the dirt, and he wants to be president on top of it. Jonathan Turley, I want to thank you, my friend. Always good information. We appreciate you.
Much appreciated. Thanks.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.